Right, hello, and welcome back. How are you fantastic people doing today? Today, we are taking a look at Rogue Lords, which just came out in full release today. We have played it a little bit before in its early access state, where it was relatively limited what you can do. This game is a dark fantasy roguelike where you play it basically as the devil, and you are in control of a bunch of people who have dedicated their lives to you. So, fictional characters throughout history, like Bloody Mary, the Headless Horseman, Dracula himself. So yeah, this game was kind of rough, difficult in the early access, but I'm hoping this should be pretty good now. But yeah, without further ado, let's just jump right into it. We're gonna be playing this for like the first 3 hours, and then I'm gonna go and switch to some medieval dynasty. New save game.
Many moons ago,
Oh, that's loud.
mortals rose up against me and chased me down. They were led by demon hunters, wretched beings incapable of seeing the beauty of a corrupted world. My creatures and demons gave everything they had in the fight, but it was not enough. I was forced to leave the world of the living. Weakened, I returned to hell to survive.
Yeah.
For years, I consumed fresh souls to regain my power, but their numbers are fast diminishing. I cannot wait anymore. I must reclaim my rightful place. It is time to gather my forces once more. Those who signed a pact with me will do as I order. They will spread terror and corruption in my name. The time has come for my revenge.
I do like the general aesthetic of this game. Like, it is very dark, but it's cool. Welcome to your fortress. From here, launch adventures on the New World map. Read about your servants on the chart and follow the progression altars. Yeah, we've already done this in the early access, so that's all the same so far. This map depicts the new world. Demon Hunters put an end to your reign in this region 10 years ago. It's here you'll choose your missions and your disciples. Choose your missions for your disciples in their quest to avenge you. The further you progress in the game, the stronger your adversaries become, and the overall difficulty of the game increases. For the moment, your adversaries are weak, so take advantage and hit them hard. Cool.
Many years ago, I was banished from the terrestrial plane by
Bloody Mary?
Van Helsing and his demon hunters.
Yeah, you control the group of disciples and choose to represent. You choose who you represent of the group. Yeah. You choose one representative. Okay. Navigate through zone to zone, so kind of like a faster light sort of method. Doom Valley.
Through the renewed link with my disciples, I become aware of the situation in the new world. The demon hunters have increased their hold on the population. They are everywhere, on the roads, in the villages, patrolling and imposing a summary justice. On the other hand, no one has heard of the 6 artifacts stolen from me by Van Helsing during our last confrontation. If he is using them, he does not boast of it.
Okay.
My attention is drawn towards a new religion. The Sanctua Lumen, as it is called, is increasing its hold on humans. My disciples decide to go to one of its sanctuaries in order to learn more.
Love the fact that it has a narrator. Alright, yeah, this is where we want to consult our map. This is where we pick our path. Different kind of events that are along the way. The next area is a combat.
That shack looks like it's about to collapse.
Abakas is your
Maybe I
main
should
resource.
blow on it.
If you run out, you lose. It's up here. Essence can be lost during combat or used to boost your influence on the mortal, or in other words, mortals. Souls can be won during combat events. That's your basic currency right there. As you accumulate events and combats, the terror you inspire grows. Each terror produces an effect on the zones as subsequent night. It gives you advantages. For every 4 increases, you move up a notch on the and permanently improving your chance to obtain higher rarity skills. Yeah. Worm-eaten Shack, let's go. Increase our terror. Get some souls. Frontal attack, hit him hard. Oh, I have to set up an ambush. Set up an ambush here.
Kill them all!
Yeah, I think I got the camera in the right area. Least amount of information from what I remember is up there. Yeah, turn-based played out. This is who he's gonna strike. These are energy points that we have to spend, and each character has their own cards.
What game are we?
Stay up. All commands have 2 health gauges, yeah, a physical and a spiritual one, blue and red. Inflicting physical damage reduces the number of health points, while inflicting spiritual damage reduces the number of spiritual points. To defeat an enemy, you must reduce the health or spiritual points to 0, then inflict the same type. So we have to completely lower that, then smack him again.
I'm parched.
Yeah, these have charges on them, so we have to like recharge our skills and stuff.
Ready.
Oof.
I'm parched.
Oh. Yeah, once I reach 0, we can finish him.
Now you see what happens to those who resist me. With that, the humans will finally submit to my yoke.
Rewards. Each type of activity has its own set of specifications. At the end of combat, you'll receive a reward depending on your choice at the time of approach. You'll regularly receive, you regularly have 3 choices. 3 choice of elements during the reward phase. Choose one. You want this one? Burst of Anger? Sure. Once you get 3 of the same type of skill, you can upgrade a skill. Yeah, extra activities. Some zones have extra activities. It's optional and can be carried out before or after the main activity. So, go here. Really? Always the ambushes game.
I'm terribly sorry, but it seems your time has come.
Hit with some serious damage. There are several ways to reduce inflicted damage. With skills that immediately diminish imminent damage, with stages that protect your disciples or negatively affect your enemies.
What game are we
Bloody
playing?
Mare's Bloodthirst, which translates to physical skills that can only target the weakest adversaries. Mary also possesses a mirror that she places in front of the enemies of her choice when she recharges. Once her mirror is in place, all skills that she plays are reproduced to the target mirror.
Mirror, mirror, who shall die tonight? I want to
Stab. You're nearly dead. And the swordsman is a battle-hardened soldier who can take blows and dish them out. He gets reductions in damage and provocation stats, so basically he gets a taunt. When he suffers damage, his bitterness increases. At maximum, his bitterness enables him to launch extremely potent skills.
Hunger!
And the effects allow you to apply statuses to a character. These have a number of charges or durations in time, or in turns. If they have charges, they lose 1 each time they are triggered. If they have a duration, yeah, they can be launched several times for as long as they are active. Enhancement protection, yeah. Mm-mm.
Our duel is coming to its close.
Enemy's bleeding, so you'll die out on your own. You have an Aegis. Dracula is the leader of men. Was once a bloodthirsty warrior. He's earned a longevity by being extremely cautious and potentially deadly situations. His experience has given him a number of skills that benefit the whole team. But when it becomes vulnerable, the warrior reawakens, and some of his skills become devastating. Yeah, bloodlust. Onto yourself. Time to have a snickety snack.
I shall reforge the world in my
Devil mode
image.
uses your special points up there. Devil has been held back by the same rules as mortals. He can cheat the interface. This allows him to modify health points, recharge skills, move statuses around. Yeah. Allows him to move stages between combatants. So we want to take his Aegis and pop him onto Dracula. I'll slide the health bar to 0.
I am irresistible.
Okay.
It's not over yet, mortal. The most severe punishments await you.
Yeah, when a disciple is vulnerable and about to suffer damage, the devil protects it at cost. So that's how our main life pool gets damaged. If one of our guys is vulnerable.
I'm listening, Master.
Alright, he'll die to the bleed.
Take everything you can.
Skill evolution, yeah. Skills have 3 levels of rarity: ordinary, wicked, and demonic. When you obtained a skill for a 3rd time, you fuse them together. Yep. All these can be upgraded at this point. There we go.
Simple mortal
And they get a new one.
trinkets. You'd better find a use
Use
for
all
them.
HP plus 2 damage. Ew. Beginning and the end. No, at the beginning and the end of the turn, lose. Oh, yourself. What do you want, Fern? Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good at the final stage because it doesn't have any negative effects, but until then... Fury. You can smell the noxious waters of the river Styx. Submitted source, observed, seen. The water of the Styx bubbles up in the form of fountain at certain spots spread out through spread throughout the world. You can use it to regenerate your diabolic essence or purge your disciples of negative traits. Yeah, this
The Styx with the putrid
Spanish
corpse.
license. Boom.
This forest isn't so terrifying. Not yet.
Okay, so here's one of those event choices where we can use a character's specific traits to our benefit. Do we need ruse or scare? Preferably both. Ruses. Let's take you. Yeah. I mean, it says you choose this guy anyway, so yeah. Take anyway to see what happens. Your disciples stumble upon a young man who's shooting a straw with a crossbow. He started when he noticed you. And points his weapon in your direction. I recognize you. My master told me about you. You're the devil's emissaries. I'm going to annihilate you and become a legend in my own time. I'll be the greatest demon hunter ever. Despite his boasting, the kid can barely hide the fact that he's shaking in his boots. You could almost feel sorry for him, but his naivety annoys you. There must be a way to use him to her advantage. The kid already fancies himself the new Van Helsing, even though he's never looked evil in the face until a few minutes ago. The time has come for him to taste the secret horrors that only you know. Edmund Horseman looks the kids up and down suspiciously. As events unfold, you'll be able to make choices that influence how the story progresses and the rewards you receive. A certain amount of social tests and passing them depends on the disciples' characteristics. The actions required a test. Oh, the action that required a test have a greater potential, but unless you cheat, you're at risk of failing them.
Let's get down to business.
Boom.
The dice were loaded from the start.
Terrorize him. Headless Horseman infiltrates the apprentice's mind to make his worst nightmares come true. Shadow creatures begin to crawl on the ground around him and over his skin. Anything goes when it comes to accomplishing my mission, even magic. My age, it's hard to impress. Congratulations. It's a soldier's duty to master all weapons in his arsenal. Yeah, depending on what happens, they can have interactions between the disciples, so they can like stuff, hate stuff, and it gives them bonuses. So you got some more occultism, max HP, max spiritualism, increased scare, and max spiritual. And ruse, another spiritual. Holy shit. Yeah, react after some social tests. Depending on their temper, each disciple has more or less chance to react positively. Reaction can either only involve the disciple who's passed the test, or be a conversation with another member of the team. Yeah, they can get positive and negative effects or traits. Livid with Trevor? Wow. Livid with terror, the apprentice hunter tries to kill them. But they are only illusions. He can't even touch them. Finally, he falls to his knees before your disciple. Have pity, make them stop. I'll do whatever you want. He's at the Headless Horseman's mercy. What should he do? Force him to betray the other demon hunters. Boo. The horseman explains to him that the only way to make the creatures disappear is by killing the other demon hunters he knows. Without a second's hesitation, the apprentice takes off running to the closest demon hunter refuge. It won't be long before the souls of those accursed upstarts are among your subjects.
Scream as loud as you can.
300 souls. And we've also got Prowler. Traits are permanent and affects the social and combat characteristics of the disciples. Disciples will also receive negative traits when they fail social tests or show negative reactions during events. Yeah. The main book of the spell page of the spell book shows you your current state of each disciple, including their skills, combat, and social characteristic traits and relics. Second page of the spellbook shows you the relics you possess that are not linked to any specific disciple and details your demonic power. There is a lot to do. Who's the Grim Reaper? Grim Reaper in this game is the Merchant. In a secret meeting place hidden from mortals, your disciples find the Grim Reaper, or meet with the Grim Reaper. It's time to do some business.
The Conductor of Souls finally
he sells
deigns
relics
to show himself.
and
Don't make him wait.
increase the skills. Let's get this one because the bleed.
Choose quickly. Evil will not spread by itself.
Still maneuver. Depending on where the adversary is weakest, okay. This damage to all. Let's get a thrust. I can afford another one, but you want me to buy a relic. Okay, this relic, the Holder begins combat with 2 haste. I think it gets an earlier start. Pat. One way to upgrade the variety of a skill is to leave it with the Grim Reaper. The skills you leave will not be in your disciple's inventory anymore. Which skills should it be? Vampirism? No. I'm sure. Would be nice to get a better provocation. Sure. Will you let me buy a skill now? Or no, you have to quit. Ugh, I hate that. I hate tutorials that make me like... I mean, I guess it's tutorials, so it doesn't really matter, but still.
Stone by stone, I will tear down everything the Sanctua Lumen built. My disciples enter the Sanctua Lumen sanctuary and determine that it has well and truly replaced the old religions. Priest and warrior monks trained to fight the creatures of the night. Vampires and werewolves rot in silver cages. My disciples swoop upon this new enemy, and soon lifeless bodies litter the sanctuary's floor. A handful of survivors are charged with spreading the word of my return. We then leave for the last known bastion of Van Helsing.
Okay, so I can pick a route that I want to go. I do want to see the Grim Reaper again. So we're going to take this route here. Any stone markers bearing the Sancta Lumen symbol have been planted along the road.
No one stands against the Prince of Hell.
You'll lose. Okay. Good to know.
Country folk cultivate the soil, and I harvest their souls.
Oh no, I don't want to cheat Devil Mode. I want to go there, game.
It's high time I interfered.
Well. The frontal attack, increase that terror.
I heard you. You called me 3 times.
Yep. What are you gonna do? You're just gonna... Holder loses as many HP as they inflict.
I always aim for the head. I'm parched.
Oof. Okay, he did a provocation, that's cool. Considering he's the only guy there, we can only attack him, right? No, he did it further.
In the fight.
Nobody got a 1? Reduces damage a little bit. And dies to the bleed. Everybody gets the full health after the end of the yeah, the fight.
My influence is growing.
Terror effects appear in zones and in a line and depend on the type of zone they affect. Okay. Each terror effect increases your terror gauge by 1 point. For every 4 points gained, you move up a notch in terror, increasing your chance of attaining wicked skills and receiving relics. Yeah, I want to go to here.
That putrid smell. That deathly silence.
I don't mind losing 50 souls. Extra activity. What do we need? Ruse and occultism. Increases spiritual points, but also increases his physical damage by 1. Occultism 4. Ruse is only 4. This will buff up all those for her. So enter the Wetfield Cemetery. You notice your disciples notice something strange. A huge pile of corpses. As they come closer to examine the mystery, the gravedigger calls out to them. Coming to drop off bodies, walk right back out and put them in the common graveyard. With that damned white plague ravaging the countryside, I don't have any space for new residents. The worst part is that all these plague-infested bodies don't rot. There has to be some dark magic at work in there somewhere. I'm sure of it. I'd give anything to get rid of all these bodies. Me. Oh my god, phone, what? You're going off today. Make a pact with the gravedigger. Offers the souls of the dead. You know, in the gravedigger, you begin to praise the spirits in the cemetery. With so many corpses gathered around your disciples, it looks like an army. White plague is a boon for your stock of souls.
Finally, fresh souls.
8, really? That was it? Oh my god, shut the fuck up, phone.
I am
Boom.
pleased with these offerings. Ah, a conductor of souls. All those innocent souls I harvested will finally be of use.
None of these are direct upgrade to anything. Each time you collect souls, you also earn full diabolical essence. That's not bad. What's this one? Oh, this one's good. Yeah. Alright, cheers, mate.
This sanctuary is an insult to my glory. Destroy it.
Try and increase that terror.
Heads will roll tonight.
Provocation.
Hunger!
Both of you are gonna attack him.
What game are we playing?
Who should I kill?
You have a physical barrier, you have a spiritual barrier. So, bleed, bitch. Oh, they're doing spiritual damage. Mmm. Boom, that did so much damage. Dead. You're gonna do damage, but then also die.